Shari. How'd you get into sports?
I got into sports because one of our owners, who I know from a community board I'm on, called me and asked me if I would come and talk to the club about the CEO role when Chris Wright was leaving. And I said, sure, I'll talk, but I'm not taking a full-time job in sports. Here I am.
And what's been your best or one of your favorite moments being at Minnesota United?
Lots of really good moments. First one that comes to mind would be Carter Lucero and Make-A-Wish last year. That was epic. Winning our first home playoff game against Salt Lake in PKs, even though those PKs almost put me on my next journey. Probably men's World Cup qualifier here in February, sitting in the bowl and watching that with Manny and having our drinks freeze. Some of those, I would say. There's a lot of good ones.
What does a CEO of a soccer team even do?
I bet a lot of people want to know that. I mean, the job is essentially, it's a 100% a people job, but the job is essentially to make sure we have the right plan as a club to grow and achieve our goals. It's to make sure, this is probably the most important thing, to make sure we've got the right people in the roles who are super talented and also want to collaborate and have good skills to do the job. You make a lot of decisions around resources, like where you put resources to try to make that happen and what you have to say no to. But a lot of it's just managing people, whether it's the team or it's working with our fans or our partners. It's a people job. Come on in.
We've got some rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Fire away.
Tea or coffee?
Definitely tea. I'm not a coffee drinker.
What's the real U then?
The University of Michigan. Even though I have to say, I am a Minnesota fan and we have lots of season tickets. They do a great job. But the Wolverines, #1 in my heart.
Vikings or Lions?
Lions. Are you kidding me? Look at this, right there, baby.
Hot dish or casserole?
We called it casserole growing up.
What did you have for lunch?
I had Subway.
What advice would you give to women and girls that want to work in sports?
Well, first of all, I would say you can 1,000% do it. So that's one. Two, it's sports and it's fun because what we do is really fun and competing is really fun. But if you're good at a particular craft, we're going to need it here. Like we need really good finance people. We need really good content people. Like we need good salespeople. So there's a lot of different roles in sports you can do. You don't have to have played sports. It helps if you like them. But I would say if sports is of interest, do not hesitate. Confidently do it. Be you. Don't try to be somebody you're not. And just explore. Like I said, there's a lot of roles in sports. And sometimes it's hard for people who haven't been in sports to see that because they only see like the players and the coaches. But there's tons of interesting roles here and the work is great and the competing is really fun.
That's what we got for you, Shari. Thank you.
See you guys.